Alright, Treagles, what's happening? So last weekend I had a jam-packed weekend full of wrestling, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday I was with DOA, this is what this video is going to be about, the review of their show, and then on Sunday I was at a Dropkick show. So this kicks things straight off now with the first match, and this is between Damien, who is the current DOA heavyweight champion and the leader of the Purge, and he was up against a guy I've never seen before, the Italian Dynamico.
Shut your mouth, you mouth! Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! Come on! Hit him, God! I thought so! Get back in there. Easy! Just like a man! Easy! Come on, you mug! Come on! Jump over the top! Come on! I dare you to jump over the top rope! I wasn't expecting that. Your mum likes that one. Shut your mouth! How does he know my Everyone knows her. What's Count him! Oh, pal. One! It's okay. Come on, mate, get in and do a better job. 3! 1. 2! Shut your mouths! 3! Is he tied up? Should chuck him out, mate. What's the hell about? Oh! 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 You want to see something dynamic? Ref, watch that man, look. He was eating sausage roll over there. Sausage roll!
Damien picks up the win there, and to be honest with you, which was a very dominated match by Damien. It just shows you how good he is and why he is the DOA heavyweight champion. I mean, he dominated 90% of that match, so Dynamico, you didn't really see much of him, if being honest with you. He had a couple of shots in there, but like I said, the brute force of Damien just showed his class, and he was just head and shoulders above him, to be honest with you. I do like Damien. He interacts with the crowd brilliantly. Loads of banter, loads of your mum jokes in there, and the fact that Damien can take it is just fucking brilliant. And obviously, he dishes it out as well, which is great. So, one thing I do have to say is what I'm thankful for is normally Damien comes out and he spits, well, I hope it's water at people. It wasn't on me this time, which I'm thankful for, but now I've said that, I've sealed my fate, and I guarantee he's probably going to do me next time. One thing I've just got to point out here, the old boy touching Damien's leg, I mean, that was funny, and again, Damien took it well there, so he done well there. One thing I've got to say now is, with the ref, again, why are you so slow with the counts? You know, you even had to be told to count by someone in the crowd, for fuck's sake. By the time it took you to get to 1, you should have been on 4 by then. Come on, mate. Pick up the game. Also, get out the fucking way when I'm filming. Don't stand dead centre. Move about, ref, alright? Just move to the side. That one's for you, Dan. So your next matchup straight after that is a guy called Danny Darko, and he was up against two-faced Max Thompson. Great name.
Danny Darko! Danny Darko! Danny Darko! Danny Darko! Danny Darko! I'm not starting until you lot over there shut up. Danny Darko! Danny Darko! Danny Darko! Come on, people!
One more time, Rick. One more time. One more time. What did you say? Come on. No. No.
Hey! Are you sure? Come on, mate, get up! Come on, people!
Come on, Danny! Danny! Come on,
Danny! Come on, Danny Darko! Danny Darko! Come on, people! Yes! Yes! Come on! 1, 2!
Danny Darko picks up another win here, and it was an okay match, if being honest with you. One thing I do need to point out is now is, in my last match, I kind of said that Danny Darko was a bit plain as a face. He didn't really interact with a crowd or anything. That has totally changed now, so I'll take a little bit of credit that he's watched my review and everything. No, but on seriously, you could see that Danny Darko looked like he was enjoying it. He interacted with the crowd got behind him as well, and it showed because it was getting to Two-Face, Max. He couldn't handle it, you know. He even had to go at someone in the crowd by saying, if you carry on, I'm throwing you out and all that lot. So it was good to see him interact with the crowd, and obviously the crowd was with him as well. I do like that. Now, you know what I'm like with the slaps, you know. Did you hear that slap? See now, Max, you done your little tickling your balls. No, Danny Darko. See, if you go back and watch the Yarma show, I'll actually put it into the description. Danny Darko, when he was up against Mark Lloyd, I thought he pinged his hand off. He hit or slapped Mark Lloyd so hard on his chest, and I even zoomed in. You saw the red marks. And this one here again, he's pulled him into the corner and bang, he slapped him. Now, that is how you chop and slap someone. Not Now, I guess you could argue it's for the match and the effect and everything, but Danny Darko, like I said, he can slap you and chop you, and I think his hand's good. Do you know what? His hand must be made of iron or something, because not only does it hit hard, it leaves a mark. He doesn't even look like it hurts him. It's just like, whatever, it's my pimp hand. So like I said, overall, you know, it's an okay match. It wasn't too bad, but I'm glad that Danny is now working with the crowd. He's getting the crowd on his side as well. You know, a couple of good moves in there. You know, like I said, not a bad match, but obviously, you know, there's room for improvement, of course. One thing, if I'm going to criticise that, and it's not the crowd, it's not the wrestlers, yes, it's the fucking ref. Again, why are you so slow with the count, right? Again, 1. No, nothing wrong with your computer or anything. It's me taking my time like the ref was. 2. You get the point. But one thing I need to argue or even say now is, you stopped counting when Danny kind of crouched down. He's not on his feet yet, mate. You continue that count until they're up on the feet. Do you know the fucking rules or not? If you don't, get the fuck out the ring and let someone else be ref. So your third matchup, this was a tag match, and this was a titles match for the DOA Tag Team Championships. And this was between the current champions, Oblivion, and they was up against BG Frilliams and Oliver Peace. Now, before I get into the match, Doan had something to get off his chest. I'll throw that in there now, and then we'll go straight into the match afterwards.
You're all probably wondering where my tag title belt is. That's what I want to know.
Wally must have it.
We were in Great Yarmouth. We were facing members of the Purge. That's where it all went haywire from there. Then strange things started happening. I'd walk the streets, and all of a sudden you get this idea that someone's right behind you, you turn around and then there's no one there. It may be. Maybe too many shots to the head. And then personal possessions of mine start to go missing. And the one personal possession that means the most is that DOA Tag Team title. I will get to the bottom of this.
Have you checked behind the fridge?
It's not got no magnets on it, mate.
He likes to put belts in his fridge.
My suspicions are the Purge are behind this. And by the end of the night, I'm going to find out exactly what happened to my belt. If that means I have to chase Damien out from the backstage or around this place, I will find him and I will get my tag title belt back. Anyway, tonight, we defend the tag titles of this. We defend the titles against BG Frilliams and Oliver Peace.
Peace! 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 Peace!
Aye, we respect him as well.
No, get free with it! No, get free with it!
Sounds like you're rock and roll! Let's bring it on!
Rev, come on! I know that. Yeah, go on! That's it!
Oh no, what's this?
Move the back, ref.
Down, BG! Down! Fred, come on! Fred, there's two! Take control! Yeah, get out of that! Come on!
Come on, BG. 3 in the pink.
3 in the pink!
Do it for 3 in the pink.
3 in the pink!
How many times? What is that?
2 of it! Red, there's 2!
I'll take.
What, for broken leg? I know, right? You're shocked as me. So it is Dracul all along who has sold out his tag team partner for so long. I mean, I looked at Oblivion and I thought, do you know what? These guys remind me of Demolition, Legion of Doom, two brothers just fighting for survival, fighting to be the best, fighting for one another. And then this goes and happens. No one was fucking expecting that. Let's be honest. No one was. I mean, it was just... I even fucked up because I didn't even get it on camera. You could see there, Ollie's tagged, but the tag for Doan, I didn't get in. So I even missed it myself because, like I said, I was not expecting this. But there you go. Just before I move on, there's a little bit more to come with it. Let's talk about the match quickly before we move on to something else. Right, so, first things first. First things first, DOA have new tag team champions. BG Williams and Oliver Peace are now your DOA tag team champions. I mean, let's just hope that one of them gets their belt, because at the moment they're a tag team champion with one belt. And there you go. But this wasn't a bad match, if being honest with you. Like I said, BG Williams, he moves well for a big guy. You know, he's got a couple of good moves. Ollie as well, trying to rally up the crowd. And, you know, it wasn't too bad. Like I said, the only thing that I'm a little bit concerned about here is I just felt like Oblivion told the story fantastic, and like I said, there's a little bit more to come. So this one makes more sense after you watch that. So maybe I should have done it afterwards, but fuck it. I kind of think that BG and Ollie was upshown a tiny bit because, like I said, Oblivion sold the story fantastically. You, like I said, you wasn't expecting it. You didn't expect to see this happen, and I kind of feel like we've got new tag team champions, but we're still like confused and shocked at what the fuck has just happened here. You know what I mean? It's like pretty much like Leicester City winning the Premier League last year. No one fucking saw that happening. At the beginning of the season anyway, obviously halfway through the season when the bookies have started paying out, it kind of turned into Mystic Meg. But still, you know what I mean? So like I said, before I go into the last part of all of this story, I just want to throw in a few bits here. Now, the criticism, it wouldn't be me without criticism. Again, I'm not criticising the crowd, I'm not criticising the wrestlers. Guess who I'm criticising, boys and girls? The fucking referee yet again. Seriously, where'd you find this clown, DOA? I mean, come on. He don't look confident like he wants to be there. Even the crowd are yelling at him. Mate, sort it out, you know, you're in there for too long. Even Oliver Peace is saying, ref, what's going on here? Like, what kind of calls are these? Mate, at the end of the day, if you don't know what you're doing, you ain't confident enough, then just don't do the fucking job. It's as simple as that. Now, I don't want to be a cunt and pick on you, right? But, and it's not a case of I need to pick on someone to make it sound like I'm doing my job. I mean, everyone who I spoke to at the end said that you ain't got a clue what you're talking about. You ain't got a clue what you're doing. And guess what? You're in the fucking way again. What a surprise. I don't really want to look at your wrinkly old ass. So fuck off out of the way, alright?
You suck. Solo Jackie sucks. Drackle sucks. Drackle sucks. Drackle sucks.
You're a wanker. You're a wanker. You're a wanker.
Say it right now.
Oh no. Oh mate,
He's up, Brett.
So there you go. Damien has recruited Drackle to join the Purge. Now I tell you what, the Purge are going to be a fucking force with Damien as their leader. Newly signed Drackle, Hex, Jackie Hyde, and my princess, Princess Voodoo Armara. So your next matchup after a little break. Now this was another tag match, and this was between Mark Lloyd. Now Mark Lloyd has a reputation in DOA. Yep, he has a reputation for a losing streak. He is 0-3. So that means he's had 3 matches and he's lost 3 times. So he's obviously had to recruit someone. A bit like the Purge have recruited someone. Mark Lloyd has gone out and hired someone. He's gone and got the big mighty Zeus. Yeah, I've never heard of him either. And anyway, so they was up against... Well, the thing is, I'll say they was up against. Nah, we knew one half of the tag team that they was going up against. Now, this is a guy I've never seen before by the name of Alex Cupid. Now, obviously, we didn't know who his tag partner was and everything. Now, the funniest thing happened after this. Alex Cupid, he's a black gentleman, right? And people's going, who is it? Who is it? I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but someone shouted out Hulk Hogan, right? You know what's happened there. I'm not going to say any more than that. I've probably fucked myself up by even going there, right? Someone will find this fucking offensive and go PC Brigade on my fucking arse, won't they? But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is, after that, there was a guy in the second row opposite me, and there's a couple of them, they normally make a lot of noise. He then started singing Hulk Hogan's theme tune, and then everyone started doing it. Now, I didn't get that on camera, but that was fucking brilliant. It was funny, and the fact that everyone started singing Hulk Hogan's theme tune as well, even fucking brilliant, you know. So hat off to you, well done, and obviously everyone else that joined in, fantastic. So of course we're still waiting to find out who Alex's tag partner is. Lo and behold, he's made his DOA return. It's a favourite of mine actually. It's Joey Osborne. So as you know, Mark Lloyd is a favourite of mine as well, and I always film his promo and I always throw it in there because it's not always the same. It's great. It always mixes it up, and like I said, the crowd, they play on it as well. It's fantastic. So I'm going to throw his promo in. We're going to go straight into the match as well, and then there's a little bit after, so we'll go straight from there.
Do you know who I am? My name is Mark Lloyd. And I'm a banker.
You're a banker. You're a banker. You're a banker. You're a banker. You're a banker.
Well, that's what my badge says, yes, I am. That doesn't make sense. I come from a long line of bankers, I'll have you know. my grandfather, Engelbert Lloyd, he was a banker.
Engelbert! 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 Your grandfather.
My father, Donald Lloyd, he was a banker. And now I stand in their footsteps as the biggest banker in the family.
Biggest banker! Biggest banker! Biggest banker! Biggest banker!
You know, I bet you think you're all funny, don't you? All I see is a bunch of half-wits.
I'm a half-wit!
Yes, you are. Now, you may have seen my video. You see, I said I was going to be here tonight to issue an open challenge. Well, that is happening. And I said that I had a plan B. Plan B for banker.
So okay, I jumped ahead of myself a little bit there. Obviously, I've told you straight away it's going to be a tag match, blah blah blah. Mark in his promo said that it was an open challenge, but what I've said happens. So obviously the next video is going to go straight into the match. But I love how Mark Lloyd actually is getting over with the crowd with his promo. That's the first time I've actually ever seen that. And the crowd are cheering it. And it's great because obviously a bit like when I've said with Richard Parliament, every time that I used to see Richard Parliament, me and Marlo used to cheer for him all the time. And it's great, you know. We just go straight into the match because I'm just fucking waffling shit.
Barmaid! 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 He will have every bag of pork scratches you've got behind him. And then, alright then, Bane, let's have you. Come on, man! No one cared who you were until you put on the mask! I've not tried this for a long time, so bear with me.
If you moved the bat, you wouldn't be in the way.
This is big Zeus. It was like shoulder blocking. The tag makes it fat. Tag full of fat. Tag full of fat. Muscle. Muscle? Thank you. Is that a pie on the bar? Oh yeah, sorry, I'm a good guy, aren't I? You are. Damn it! Tag! Yeah! Tag! What am I doing? Trying to make it work. Got earn your money. Get out the corner. Look! Yes!
Thank you. I've got more footage of his arse than I have the match.
Find the roof! Like a wrecking machine, man! You've got this, Gary! Come on, it's brilliant, man. Come on, don't pull your back! You want a banker? You mean the wanker? Hey! Come on, mess him up, Cupid! Mess him up! Give him a blister as well. Mess him up, Cupid!
So Mark Lloyd has picked up his first win in DOA. Yes, it was controversial because it was in a tag match, and yes, there was a kendo stick involved. Of course, ref didn't see it because he's too busy standing in front of me. But on a serious note here, if I'm being really much of a dick, Mark Lloyd is still technically not beaten in a singles match. Hashtag I'm just saying. But I've actually got to be really serious here now. I'm a little bit worried that there's an apocalypse happening. Joey Osborne was nice. I just have to look at the window. There's no red sky. The world's not caving in on itself. I didn't think that was possible. Wow. I'm joking. I kid. It's dark outside. How am I meant to see if there's a red fucking sky? But on a serious note, Joey is obviously well known and well liked, and obviously, as you can see there, he's a fan favourite if he's playing a heel or a face, and you know, he pretty much was a heel, but still, never mind, right? Mark Lloyd, again, another fantastic character there, you know, like I said, the crowd are warm to him every single time, and I think that he's got a bright future in this wrestling business anyway. Mark Lloyd did play a bit more of a snake this time round, getting the biggest guy to be his bodyguard. I think there's more of them two to come very, very soon. But there was just one more thing that happened in this match, and this is the aftermath, so I'm going to throw this in for you now.
Before you two go anywhere,
We're the winners, we'll go where.
shut up! I think I speak for everyone in this room when I call you a wanker.
So there you go, that was the aftermath of it, basically. I love how someone made a sign, especially for Mark Lloyd, being a banker, rhymes with wanker, you know, I mean, it's all good and everything. But let's talk about the match. Good match, you know, very entertaining, like I said, with Joey. I love the shoulder tackle and doing John Cena. I thought that was fucking brilliant. He's a character and a half. I got to see more from Zeus. He was called this time round, but he wasn't called that, if I'm allowed to say that, sorry DOA, in the Yarmouth show. Like I said, I put it in the description, check it out for yourself, it's there for you. Just one thing I got to throw at it, why did Alex tag to get in the ring and then half a second later he's tagged to get back out of the ring? Scared? But overall, a really good match, like I said, really enjoyed it, really entertaining, but unfortunately the wrestlers again had to do the referee's job by counting for him. Joey Osborne counting for the ref again. Okay, so your fifth matchup, and this is a ladies match, and this is between the DOA Women's Champion, my Princess Voodoo Amara, and she's up against Jakara. Now, I didn't know which one to cheer for, if I'm being honest with you, because obviously you got my Princess. But I found out that Jakara is actually from North London. She's from Seven Sisters. That's up the road from where I'm born and bred in Tottenham. not proud of that. I'm an Arsenal fan though. I'm proud of that. So yeah, I don't know who to cheer for here. Do I cheer for my local girl or do I cheer for my princess? I'm not too sure who to cheer for, but we'll throw the match in there anyway.
Come on then! Come on then! Huh?
Yeah, that's it. That's right.
Oh!
Ow!
Move to one side.
He knows. Right, I would have had that.
Oh, come on.
Premier fans, Premier fans.
Make sure you subscribe.
I agree.
Every fucking time.
You absolute fucking moron. Standing right in the fucking way as the finisher move goes away. And I can't even fucking get it on film because your soppy bollock cunt face is standing in my way. Now, DOA, if this has gone too far with me, I can only apologise, but you can understand that this is frustrating knowing that I'm sitting dead centre and matey boy standing like a fucking pillar in front of me every possible fucking chance he has got. There's a ring there with 4 sides. yet he insists and persists on standing in front of me every fucking possible time. Do they single me out or something and go, oh look, he's the one that films, I'm going to be on fucking camera all the time, you know? I tell you what, here's my impression of the ref pretty much all fucking night long, right? Can you see? Can you see my arse? Look, here's my arse. Can you see my arse? Every fucking time. Every possibility. Now, you're probably thinking, there's not that much in there. It's because I had to cut so much out. Because I didn't want you literally staring through his fucking legs and staring at his ass. Now, I apologise to the two ladies here because I've not even talked about the match. I've gone on a fucking rant. And I apologise on that. So let's talk about the match now. This was the second best match of the night because obviously we got the main event coming in. These two women are vastly becoming my favourite on the independent circuit. They are up there, in my opinion, with Dahlia Black and the Amazon. I think that they are there. Now, I think that really good match. It started off a bit like anything you can do, I can do better, and obviously, you know, vice versa. I do like the fact that Jakara faced her fear in a way, you know, going up against Princess Voodoo, because people tend to be intimidated and scared. Jakara was just like, come on in, bitch, let's fucking have it. You want a row? We'll have it. And I love that, because I don't want people being intimidated by, obviously, you know, Amora's character and everything. The only criticism that I could give for this match would be to Jakara. If you're going to dish out the slaps and the chops, you've got to learn to take them. You know, you can't flinch, you can't put your hand up, you've got to take them, because you saw there, the Voodoo Queen, she was going for it. She was just taking it right there. So let's move on to your main event now. This is obviously a title match, and this is between the current champion, Ash Draven, who is the current DOA Adrenaline Division champion, and he was up against Ashley Dunn. Now, obviously, I've never seen Ashley Dunn before, but Ash Draven, again, straight away, the first time I saw him, massive fan. You know, I love his character, I love his charisma, I love how he performs in the ring as well. You know, his gimmick as well now, it looks like he's coming out of something from A Clockwork Orange. I watched that film for the first time the other day. What a fucked up film. But if Ash is going to portray this into his character, I think it's going to work, because I don't think there's been a character like that ever. So let's go straight into a promo that Ash broke, and then we'll go straight into the match.
We want Nixon! We want Nixon! We want Draven! We want Nixon! We want...
Ladies and gentlemen of Bury St Edmunds, welcome to my happy place. You see, it was right here, in the middle of this ring, in the middle of this venue, that I relieved Peter Nixon of carrying the DOA Adrenaline Division Championship. And I'll finish my sentence as soon as Peter Nixon has two functioning arms.
Nixon's title! Nixon's title! Nixon's title!
And it's so nice to see not only the members of the Cleft movement, but also, shut up, but also representatives from the community that support my opponent here tonight. A community that shunned me for years and years and years, and yet...
Ashley Dunn! Ashley Dunn! Ashley Dunn! Ashley Dunn! Ashley Dunn!
And yet now, isn't it ironic that you pander to me and you pay to see me?
No.
And Ashley Dunn is no longer a superstar. He's nothing but another challenger who will fall at the hands of the Switchblade.
No. No.
Mansfield in Bedford. What's the matter?
Cheer up, Draven! He said he was happy, Draven!
Cheer up when your mother calls me back. Shut up!
Why do you mind me, Dad? But Dad, why are you doing this?
I told your mother then I didn't want you. Do it for his mum, done. I know what I did.
You just killed him!
Watch him. Oh, no!
I'll move a bat ref every time.
Draven retains his DOA Adrenaline Championship, and what did I tell you? This was by far the fucking best match. Now, I've only seen Ash Draven once before this, and I've become a big fan, even just on that one appearance. But I didn't realise how fucking good he was until I watched him with Ashley Dunn. These two complemented each other fantastically. They both sold moves perfectly. It was a bit like Dolph Ziggler against The Miz in a way. Now, you might turn around and say, shut the fuck up, but no. Dolph Ziggler has probably been one of the best people in WWE to sell moves, along with Shawn Michaels. And these two guys right here, it was a fantastic fucking match. Like I said, I honestly thought Draven had killed Dunn when he landed on his neck, legs over his head. I thought he was dead. I'm not even lying. Honestly thought he was dead. The way he landed, fucking fantastic. Like I said, this was by far the best match. To be honest with you, I thought, there you go, that's it. Ash Draven continues to be the champion. I'm happy with that. I didn't think that he could have been a better ending than this. But if you have seen someone in the left-hand side wearing a mask sitting there, I said to Big Nose, you know Big Nose, he came with me before and you've seen him before. I said, I bet he has something to do with the show. Look who it was.
Nixon!
know, you're all expecting me to come out here and say that Draven doesn't deserve that belt, but he just had a 5-star match. You were all referencing Dave not too earlier. Draven, you've proved you do deserve the belt. And you referenced earlier, when I have 2 working arms again. Right now, I'm at about 1 arm and a half. When I do have 2 working arms, Draven, the belt is coming back and it's going in my fridge in Cambridge.
In the happy place.
You know that's mine, you took that from me.
Finders keepers, Nixon.
Now, before I even knew Peter Nixon was even in the building, I said to myself, and I said to Big Nose, I would love to see a rematch between Draven and Dunn. I think that'd be brilliant. And the fact that Nixon's now back in the frame, I mean, seriously, I mean, right now, I'm having an epiphany, right? I'm thinking, Nixon, Draven, Dunn, triple threat match. DOA, I'm just throwing it out there, mate, alright? These ideas just pop into my head like that. But no, fantastic night, fantastic wrestling, really enjoyed it. Just want to give a couple of shouts out now. So, I got a photo with someone, he asked for me photo, a little bit of fame, just saying, right? Dan, thank you very much. I'll throw that photo in there now so you can see what he's about. Also, Dom, you came up to me as well, you said you recognised me. Thank you very much, mate, appreciate that, thank you for the support. Make sure you keep watching, make sure you tell everyone to subscribe and watch as well. So that's it, guys. That's all I've got time for. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave any comments below. Follow me on Twitter. It's in the description. Share this video with everyone you fucking know. I will put some of the wrestlers' Twitter in the description if I can find them, because some of them are quite hard. It's not the name that they class themselves as. But anyway, like I said, I've got a Dropkick show coming up very, very soon. I'll bring you that. This Sunday, I'm actually in Ipswich for DOA's 3-year anniversary. So if you haven't already got your tickets, guys, check that out. It's going to be a fantastic show. So like I said, until next time, I will see you later.